Trudy, I'm going to talk about anger management because I have a lot to say about anger and rage because I've been in therapy for most of my life and I know a few things about anger. I okay, I'll tell a funny story to start with. Many years ago, probably like 15 years ago at least, I was living in Sacramento and I was trying to go to anger management class and I got lost on the way there because the street that the building was on went through the highway, but you couldn't. There was no crossover at that point in the highway that I saw on the map, and so I got totally lost because I couldn't cut through. There was a freeway in the way, and you had to find some other. It was like before I had MapQuest on my phone. Not that I rely on that. Not that you ever should. It's steered me the wrong way a few times, but anyways, um, yeah, I got lost on the way to the anger management class, and they don't let you in when you're late. They just let you throw a tantrum in the waiting room. I wonder if there's a camera. There's so many times where I have wigged out in public. I would like to see some of the videos. Yeah, like, yeah. I admit I've been a stupid Karen. I am trying to harness my powers to do good. I'm really trying, man. I would really like to see the video at the gas station several months ago. I was had just gotten gas. I was in a bitchy mood, and I was planning to drive out of the gas station, and some guy just swooped into the pump in front of me, and I'm like, no, I'm going that way. See, here's my problem. This is what people don't know about me wigging out in public. Is the problem is my eyes. I'm getting old and my broken eyes are getting worse. I've never been confident about backing up because my depth perception's a little off. It's a gas station. I don't want to back up. I could have. I had enough clearance to back up. But I was screaming at this man, no, you get out of my way. I'm going that way, sir. So I was kind of a bitch. And it would be funny to watch the video. I know there was at least 3 or 4 cameras on me at that gas station because I'd gone back there and in shame. But I get now why my ex used to laugh her ass off when I got angry and I was like pissed off. She would just laugh at me. It's hilarious. That would piss me off even more. But see, okay, here's the thing about anger, Ray. See, like I can tap in to the anger and the rage of like all time. It's like it's a primal rage that I tap into, and it's not just. It doesn't feel like it's just my anger. It feels like it's a collection of anger from every source imaginable. It's not something I can contain or control. Not to excuse my behavior at all. It's just like that. I know I can tap into that thing that's so powerful that it scares the hell out of me. So, yeah, like to avoid that. Go eat another burrito, maybe. Ugh. No. So, how do I manage my anger? So, when it comes up, it's usually like there's something trivial, something that's not that important, but it frustrates me. But in the bigger picture, a parking space isn't something to fight about. Really, it's not. I can go park somewhere else and walk, or I could find other parking spaces. I don't want to fight with people over trivial things. But it's about rules and order. I think for me that tends to like trigger me. It's like there's rules for a reason. I, of all people, understand why there needs to be rules like dogs on leashes because people can get hurt. I mean, it's like symbolic for me because I let myself run off leash, just run amok most of my life, just fucking it up. Yeah, I was really good at that, just run amok. But at some point, you need to put yourself on a leash. It has some like regulation there. You can't just run amok forever. because it's damaging. It's damaging. There's this. So that's what triggers me. Is people don't follow the rules. They don't, don't read the sign. I love signage. I used to piss my daughter off with my signs because when I couldn't communicate with her, I would just put signs on their door. It would just irritate the hell out of her. I was just trying to find a way to communicate to the best of my ability. I don't know, maybe I may have gone too far. It wouldn't have been the first time. Okay, Rach, the topic is anger management. I would say when I'm triggered by something, it's like an out of body experience for me sometimes where I'll be watching myself just fidget with this thing and be like, I can't make it work. And I get myself all worked up and all upset. And it's like in those moments, there's not enough therapy in the world that's going to heal all of the pain and all the trauma and all the bullshit I've been through. I've cried my heart out over things that have happened 40 years ago, and I'm tired of that. There's not enough, therapy and processing the world that's going to heal the trauma and that's going to make that sea of rage go away. It's not about getting rid of it. It's not about crying enough and feeling enough that goes away. It's never going to go away. It's about management. It's that knowing that I can tap into some really nasty energy that can do harm to me and to other people around me. That when I start to get agitated and I start to feel that out-of-body experience where I'm watching myself acting stupid, I just stop. It's really hard to stop. I feel like I'm talking to a toddler. Like just stop what you're doing. And it doesn't and rationally in the moment I'm like, it doesn't matter. This is something I'm sure I could fix this later when I'm not in this mindset, or I can come back to this when somebody else is here and they'll be able to open this jar for me and everything will be fine. Like, why do you have to focus on this little tiny thing? It's because I have this assumption that it's like safe for me to have a tantrum about something that doesn't really matter in the bigger picture because of those big hurts. Like, I'm tired of touching on the pain of the big hurts. So it's like that sea of rage that I'm gonna maintain, knowing it's never going away, and that's okay. If I can maintain that, I'm getting irritated over this, trivial like minor problem, that it'll pass. Like, what do I need to do in this moment to just shift my energy? Put down what's frustrating you. Walk away from the public scene where you're going to embarrass yourself. Do something different, like to change the state of mind that you're in at that time. And, when you're frustrated in those little moments, that's not the time to process big stuff. Like, no, it doesn't work that way. You're not going to fix it. It's going to be just moments of when it comes up and I see myself be acting all weird, just like sometimes what I'll do is just write down what I'm focusing on. It's like a fixation. When I'm fixating on, write it down. Write down the thought, the concept, whatever the fuck it is. Write it down and then walk away from it. Come back to it another day, another time, and I'll have a different perspective on it. Hopefully, and there's just some things I just tend to harp on myself about, and I just practice. The more that I practice letting go in the moment, I guess the easier it gets, and the easier it gets to recognize when I'm having those moments, so that I can practice the opportunity of letting it go, and knowing that action of just shifting what I'm doing in a little moment will build me stronger, so that I'm more capable of letting it go. Instead of trying to focus on fixing myself in every little thing, because it's just maintenance. There's maintenance to life. There's no plateau where everything's gonna make sense. But hopefully, I'll be happier, find some pleasure in life instead of allowing myself to become so frustrated all the time. So that's it.